Get ready. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman, I rise to intervene in the debate only because of certain observations made by the Honorable Member from Rajasthan about the Rajasthan Canal. I have got the greatest regard for the Honorable Member, and I can appreciate that whatever he said was only in his anxiety to expedite the construction of the Rajasthan Canal. He correctly paid a tribute to the work of the Irrigation and Power Ministry, and he also said that when he saw the mighty projects under construction, not only he but the other foreign experts too were wonderstruck, to put it in his own words, at the progress made by the country in respect of irrigation and power development. It is but fair that he should have made these observations, because the huge task of building mighty river projects in the country, the various technicalities involved therein, the number of problems the engineers have to tackle, and the spirit of teamwork with which they carry on the work are bound to create admiration for the work that they have been doing. I am grateful to the Honorable Member for paying that tribute. It is therefore that I want to clarify certain points. He made out a case that because the Rajasthan Canal was a project of national importance, the center should take over the control of that project and not leave it to the Rajasthan government. As I mentioned with great regard that I have for him, I tried to analyze the reasons and arguments for his apprehensions about the progress of the Rajasthan Canal. In the other house, the same apprehension was expressed by another member from Rajasthan, as opinions differ about the capacity of their state or about the capacity of the engineers. Another member in the house observed that the progress of the Rajasthan Canal was very satisfactory, and he went on further to say that the apprehension which the honorable member had expressed was not reasonable and had no basis. That is what the other member from Rajasthan in the other house expressed. Therefore, I want to know exactly what he wants. I find from the proceedings that he thinks that the regional interests in that area or in that state are likely to prejudice the construction, and therefore the center should take over the work. I may assure the honorable member that the center is very closely associated with the execution of the Rajasthan Canal. There is the Rajasthan Canal Control Board, and on that formerly there was no representative of the ministry. Looking to the importance of the project, the Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Irrigation and Power, the Joint Secretary of the Ministry of Finance, and a member or the Chairman of the Central Water and Power Commission are now associated with the working of the control board. Moreover, there is a committee of direction which gives direction for the construction of the project and lays down the policy. That committee is presided over by the Minister of Irrigation and Power, Government of India. The Chief Minister of Rajasthan and the Chief Minister of Punjab are members of this committee of direction. Therefore, from the point of view of the day to day execution as well as from the point of view of the policy question, the center is very closely associated with the execution of the project. If the honorable member wants that the project should be executed by the center directly, it may not be possible. It is not possible because even under the constitution we do not directly execute any project. The House might recall that the Estimates Committee recommended that the center should not directly take up any execution work. They must work as technical advisors or in overall supervision of the project. They should not take up the direct execution of any project, but as the project is of national importance, we have a very careful watch on the execution of the project. We see that in matters of policy and decisions are taken by the committee of direction and the day to day execution is taken up by the control board. Then I went further to analyze the other reason why he wants the center to take over the project. He says that the construction of the Rajasthan Canal is lagging behind the schedule by 2 months for lack of supplies of cement and coal. Now, if the construction is lagging behind by 2 months only, that is not such a grave factor as to cause that sort of apprehension. Even then, it is not the cause that because the center is not in charge of the execution of the project that the delay, if any, has occurred. The delay in the supply of coal, as everybody knows, was due to difficulties of transport. The delay in the supply of cement was due to short supply. Even then, we have in the Central Water and Power Commission a cell which looks after the requirements of the river valley projects. Stop.